You've been told the secret to success is balance, work-life balance, as if it's something actually achievable. So let's just cut the nonsense. It doesn't exist. And that's okay, because the truth is that successful entrepreneurs, they're not chasing balance. They're building business systems that actually let them live. Now that system isn't called balance, it's called harmony. And no, it's not woo-woo. It's not yoga chants, incense. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's business efficiency. It's knowing what matters, when to focus, and here's the kicker, when to stop, when to take a break. Balance sounds great in theory, but in reality, it turns your life into a constant math problem. 8 hours of sleep, 8 hours of work, 8 hours of what exactly? Or is it straight up 12 hours of life, 12 hours of work? Balance implies a scale, equal weight on both sides, but the weight of owning a business, that's not something you just balance. You don't get balance when your client has an emergency they need your help with. You don't get balance when your entire team is out sick and you're running point like a one-person SWAT team. Now let's talk about the other extreme. The ones who really reject balance, the hustle culture crowd. You know the type. If you're not grinding, you're not growing. Sleep is for the weak. Rise and grind, baby. Yeah, we're not going to worry about them. They're sprinting toward burnout with motivational quotes taped to their forehead. They believe that the only path to success is through pain, through sacrifice, through ignoring their families, their health, their sanity. And look, some of them will succeed, financially, at least, but they've got a very narrow definition of success. Money, status, titles, maybe a six-pack if they've figured out how to exercise. What they miss is everything else that actually matters, that makes life worth living. Time, energy, freedom, peace, meaning. And trust me, when their version of success starts feeling empty, and it always does, that's when they'll finally be ready for the 3.3 rule. But for now, we let them hustle. We'll be over here, thriving with our families and our businesses. Because again, successful entrepreneurs, real success, they chase harmony, not balance. Harmony means your work and your life actually complement each other. They don't cancel each other out. You're not apologizing to your family for working. You're not resenting your business for existing. You're not wearing burnout like a badge of honor. You've built systems that let you focus when it's time to focus and unplug when it's time to unplug, which is basically the 3.3 rule. The 3.3 rule says work in blocks of focus time up to 3 hours and then take a 30% recovery break. Why? Because the science backs it up. Our brains aren't machines. They're cycles. Push too long and you don't get more done. You get worse at what you're doing. The most productive people in the world work in bursts, then step away. They don't mistake busy for effective. They don't confuse motion with progress. When you work with focused intensity and then give your brain time to reset, you come back sharper, faster, clearer, and calmer. Imagine that. Calm and effective. Wait, did we just discover fire? Some have doubts and a really long to-do list. And they think that taking breaks is the last thing they need to do to get through their big old list. But you're not behind. You're just operating in a system that was never designed to work for you. I'm not here to make you feel guilty about how you've been working. It's here to give you a way out, a structure, a rhythm, a life. And the best part, you don't have to guess where to start. Take our free business efficiency assessment. It's fast, it's simple, and it shows you exactly where your business could be leaking time, energy, and potential. Click the link in the description and find out what areas of your business need a tune-up so you can get out of survival mode and into harmony mode. The goal is not to run the longest. It's not to die with the busiest calendar. Success isn't the person who hustled the hardest and finally collapsed on a yacht, exhausted and alone. It's the person who built a business that serves their life, not one that consumes it. It's the entrepreneur who makes it to the soccer game and the board meeting, who leads their team and still has something left for people they love. That kind of success is possible. It's not a fantasy. It just requires a shift from chaos to clarity, from grind to systems, from balance to harmony. If you're ready to stop sprinting in circles and start working in a way that actually works, take the business efficiency assessment today. Find out what's slowing you down. Fix it with science. Reclaim your time, not just your time at work, but the parts of your life you've been putting off. Because when your business gets more efficient, life becomes more your life. Work smarter, recover harder. Remember, don't just have a great day, make it a great day.